Are you all ready for this? I don't know if you are. Too bad. Here it is anyways. Dom Father, thanks for the follow. Thanks for the follow. Nick, Shry, goddamn everyone in here, including the goddamn DM and Whitney both. Doc Zip. Tyrannus Smash. Nick Ayala, thank you so much for being here for our debut stuff. The Retroverse is the world this is all going to be taking place in. If you haven't heard of it, go ahead and do !Retroverse repeatedly, and then go back them and support them in any possible way you can. I am your host, Rob, as it says there. And I've never DM'd before, so fuck all of you and your expectations. Patrick, the goddamn DM Tracy, is going to be playing Glitchard in our campaign. We have a nice visual there. Patrick, say some things about yourself.
My name is Patrick, the goddamn DM Tracy. You might recognize me from Twitter for all my jokes, or for our Almost Heroic fans, you recognize me as the DM of that show. I'm an Aquarius. I like long walks.
All right, that's enough. Whitney. That's Whitney.
My turn. Hi.
She's got a name too, and she's playing Ilara.
Nightfall, yeah.
Ilara Nightfall. I should know my own players' names, but I don't.
Probably.
Whitney, say some nice things about yourself.
6'2", hair of blue, like to crush stuff. Not playing a barbarian today.
For once.
That's a way better intro.
Yeah, get your fucking rhyming game on point.
My name is Patrick. I'm a fat shit.
That's like a Limp Bizkit rhyme. This is gonna be really fucking difficult to not watch this chat go like crazy. All right, on with the PD. Vinyl City PD. We will open on a neon ocean of... I'm going to turn this music off because it's going to fucking distract me the whole time. A neon ocean of wireframes, because that's how oceans look like in the Retroverse in my headcanon. And their fucking books aren't out yet about the actual physiology of the place, so face. We will open up on a nice neon beach, normal coastal town setting, and normal, by normal I mean normal for the Retroverse. The Retroverse is a shit ton of bright colors, pinks and blues, and the sun is, well, you can actually see it behind me. That's actually what the sun looks like. It's got little slits throughout, and at nighttime it looks exactly the fucking same. I don't know why, but it's just given a nice haze over everything. Vaporwave, yes, exactly. Night to day, and we'll open up on a beautiful morning in our city, and there's a nice neon light pink, we'll say, trim, just like our follow GIF. And it's going to be known as a standard issue vehicle for the VCPD, the Vinyl City PD. Patrolling, nice sea breeze in your face. And the car is going to come to a nice stop. Going to get out and go to the donut shop. As every good police drama will start in a donut shop, you will see a fair line of people. It's a lot of people there, and everyone's business as usual. And all of a sudden, business is no longer usual. We will see. I can see all of your fucking facial reactions. We will see a masked man come in. Da-da-da-da. I need a sound effect for it. Da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da-da. And
fantasy fight music starts up.
Pussies on the pavement, everyone, says the masked man. You're not there yet. Don't say anything.
So I should keep mine off the pavement.
Correct.
Okay.
You're outside still. You're pulling up to the shop. Robbers gonna rob. And by robbers I mean one. It's not a big donut shop. It's a nice hole in the wall. Like artisanal donut shop. And so they have a shit ton of money. So he takes all the credits in the bag right now in the fucking bag. And no one tries to be a hero because that's not the kind of city this is. Crime is fairly rampant, similar to that of LA. So it's not out of the ordinary that you're going to get robbed. He will snatch and run, kick open the door, and on his way out, the door just smashes this old lady in the face. And she makes a horrible, just makes a horrible old lady sound. I don't know what that's going to sound like, but she's not doing so good. And it kind of spins him around, and he drops some of his credits on the floor and starts taking off. And he gets about 4 steps, and all he hears is, "Breeze, punk." Patrick, will you describe Glitchard for us?
Glitchard is 6'4", wearing police blues, Vinyl City PD blues, aviator shades, and he appears to be quite skeletal, but in a polygon/pixelated way. More of a polygon way, I guess, if you had to choose between the two.
Never mind this. I'm not doing anything right now. Go on.
His skin is a nice silvery color. And his voice has that kind of classic rasp. But way better when Rob does it, and then when I finally get into my character and start doing the rasp.
The punk does not freeze and darts around a corner.
Oh, big mistake. And I'll kind of like touch my chest because Glitchard is a Hollow Knight. And I'll don this like little holographic Kevlar vest as I get my armor ready. And I will go in pursuit.
All right.
On the way, brandishing a holographic police baton.
It's so perfect. So as athletic as this guy is, he's not very smart.
That was his first mistake.
You round the corner. There's 2 ways to go. You get to the end of the corner. You look left. There's nothing. You look right, and there's a dirt bag running down the street. So you're gonna.
I assume
give chase.
I would like to go right.
You will go right, and he'll dart off around another corner, and I assume you follow.
Absolutely.
As you round that corner, you very Nah, I'm not going to make you roll anything for it. Go left. You very quickly see that there is a very large fence there that he's not going to try and fuck around with. So he's already spun around and he's charging at you. What would you like to do?
So, Glitchard being, not a new kid on the block. He's been around once or twice or a couple thousand times. In a classic move, I would like to power slide towards him, like on my knees, guitar style.
Okay.
And just take that baton and probably, a nice solid thwack across the good old vulnerable kneecaps.
All right. Let's go with an athletics.
Because I am a fancy man.
Yes.
Athletics for Glitchard because I am strength primary. Hint, hint, wink, wink.
Batista bomb, says Nick Ayala.
Oh, I wish. No, I got a 17.
All right, so with ease, you kneecap the shit out of this punk. He's not going anywhere, and he's in a fair amount of pain on the floor. His leg's not broken, but it's not happy. Is Glitchard the kind of cop that would read a punk his Miranda rights?
Not before I tell him. Not before I tell him something classy like, "Looks like you need to take a load off."
All right, that was okay. This is gonna have to get better moving forward.
Yes,
so you know.
absolutely. Working on my one-liners.
Okay.
It's Glitchard's. I'm not even on the clock yet.
You're on lunch.
I was gonna have my donut, and I got to miss my donut. Anyways, you're being arrested. I don't care anymore. You have the right to remain silent.
Come on, man. Come on. I need money for food.
You were in the donut shop. You could have taken the food.
Yeah, but this buys way more food.
Well, I guess you should go out and get a job.
Grinny hates Glitchard already. That took 19 minutes.
Well, Glitchard may not like you either.
Come on,
Anyways,
man.
there'll be plenty of food to eat in jail.
I've got priors, man. You can't. This is nothing.
Well, now you'll have a lot of meals in jail for quite a while.
All right. So you're gonna take him. You're gonna take him back to the old HQ.
Absolutely.
All right. He will have no choice. Well, you're gonna have to help him, but he'll have no choice. He's not gonna be able to fight you too much on that.
Well, he saw what happened last time.
And the money?
Collect it up, try and bring it back to the donut shop en route.
Shit's in shambles. There's one very large customer that's still there, but no one else is there other than the employees.
Well, did the old lady make it out okay?
She's nowhere to be found.
Ah, she's totally dead. I got your credits.
Yeah, thanks. Thank you so much.
All in a day's work. Well, in an afternoon's work. This was not a lot of work, but I did it. Anyways.
Yeah, and now we gotta work the whole rest of the day. Thanks, man. They're clearly not in charge of the store. They're just working there.
Fantastic.
All right. So we'll crash cut to you're reading chat, aren't you?
That is not our headquarters name.
We'll
bring him to BFC.
Crash cut to Glitchard and the punk in the back seat. Are there bars in your Lamborghini, your neon police standard issue Lamborghini?
Yeah, probably just like a nice plexiglass wall,
Okay.
I think, instead. No bars, but like what you'd see it at a hockey arena.
Okay.
So they can rattle the shit out of it if they want.
The punk is gonna try one more time. Like, come on, man! It's just I'm wasting away. I just need food, man. I have a family.
On a scale of Always Sunny in Philadelphia characters, how fat is this guy?
He's not wasting away, but he's not Fat Mac status. He's like Charlie.
Charlie's an acceptable weight. I continue to drive and turn the radio up a little bit louder.
Now the punk is getting indignant, and he's gonna slouch down in the seat and put his feet up against the plexiglass, and he's not trying to break it, he's just trying to annoy you. Mind you, you're only about 10 minutes from HQ.
Glitchard's okay with this sound. It's a sound he's very familiar with.
Yeah, Lambos are standard issue in the Retroverse for police, at least in VCPD. They're while they're high in crime, they're also their taxpayers put up a lot of credits, which you kind of have to because there's a lot of crime.
Our department just has a horrible spending problem where it's like everyone gets Lambos. We're out of pens.
They're not new Lambos, mind you. Like, you know, they're classic. They're fucking. It's vaporwave, Grinny. Get with it.
Yeah, and every car looks like it's from Outrun.
Yes. So you come, we'll say you come screeching in through the front, even though you full well know you should be going into the garage and taking him in the back way. You like marching him through the front and making a scene.
Yes. And make a scene, I do.
Glitchard kicks open the doors, and is he marching the punk in front, or is he pulling him from behind?
In front.
Okay. You can't make me. I'm just gonna, and he just tries to lay down. Or maybe he's falling over because his knee's badly injured.
Then I guess he'll be behind me as I drag him forward.
This is bullshit. I didn't do anything. This is I'm being oppressed.
Glitcher just sternly goes up to wherever the counter, like the bookum counter is.
Okay. the bookum counter.
Yep.
And the very Methuselah-esque woman behind the counter will say, "Another one. What's this one for?"
Robbery and assault on the elderly.
Fill out this P3278 section R.
I'll get right to it. I just kind of take the form and keep it alongside of me and just kind of like push him up to the counter.
She will come out from behind the counter and grab him by his leg, not knowing that it's injured, and just start pulling him towards the holding cells.
He might need some medical attention. Whenever
I know how to do my job.
Thank you.
Some of your fellow police officers, will fellow is a loose term. They're co-workers. Glitchard isn't really all that well received by his co-workers. Whether that's because he's got high statistics for arresting, or because he's a total fucking idiot, or it could be a little of both.
I'm a total fucking arrest record.
But some of the guys that like to razz you will come by and just say like, "Ho, hey, Glitchard, the chief wants to see you in his office again." He's got a lot of pleasure on his face, not physically.
Well, good.
This brings him joy. And you'll just hear, "Glitchard, get in here now!"
Glass shatter somewhere. Take the paperwork with me. Just kind of like fold it up, little pocket.
Okay.
Steal a pen from the counter. Or borrow a pen from the counter.
Borrow, yeah.
Borrow.
The Bookham lady is not going to let you keep that pen.
Nope. Yeah, she has her name on it too.
Bookham.
Yep. Bookham T.
So you, I'm gonna get rid of your faces for a second here.
My face.
You will approach his door, and on the front of it, you will see Chief Richfield written on the smoked glass window portion of the door. And as you open it, we will see, for the first time, Chief Richfield, who is a Saren. He's a rather large Saren. Saren is a race in the Retroverse that are essentially breeds of dinosaurs. Specifically, Chief Richard is a Triceran, which, as you would all guess, is essentially a humanoid-looking Triceratops.
So he's Chief Triceracop?
He's Chief L.T. Richfield. That's his full name. His first name is L.T. As far as you know. You don't know what the L or the T stands for.
Lieutenant.
Chief Lieutenant Richfield. Sarens are historically very docile creatures. They're very simplistic in the way of carrying out tasks, essentially. Essentially, the trope for a Saren is that any deed that needs to be done, they all take the same priority. So whichever one comes in most recently is the one that gets done. So things can kind of stack on. That's the normal for them. Richfield is very unlike any Saren you've ever dealt with. He, as far as you are concerned, is very prone to anger quickly. But he doesn't seem to be that way with everyone. He's very much not calm. He's probably, if he isn't on heart medication for blood pressure, he should be. He screams a lot. Pretty much the opposite of a Saren. Again, as far as you know.
Anti-Saren top.
So, as soon as you go in there, you will see in one of the two chairs, teal horns. And you're definitely looking at the back of someone's head. And this is something that you've seen before. This exact setup. And you know what's coming.
Yes, Chief. Sullenly.
Do you know what a lunch break is, Glitchard? He's taking off his gigantic glasses and holding the bridge of what would be a nose, I guess. Sarens really don't have them, but
yeah. Well, today it was a off-the-clock justice.
Yeah, when you're off the clock, you're supposed to be off the clock.
Crime doesn't go off the clock, Chief.
Yeah, I know. You say that every time, and every time there's more and more paperwork.
I'm getting to it.
I'm sorry to do this to you.
Is this
not
another part?
Not you? I'm not sorry to you.
Oh.
Ilaria, this is going to be your new partner. His name is Glitchard.
Whitney, would you like to describe Ilaria?
Alara.
Ilara.
Lara.
Ilara.
Ilara. Ilara is about 5'11", dark teal tiefling. And she is not wearing blues. She's in a cool, like, crop purple jacket and a black top and some jeans. And she's got long white hair that she usually has in a braid. You can see from her picture kind of right next to me, her horns come from the beginning or the end of her forehead and are very tight and kind of go back and then poke up. And yeah, she's very fun and cool, and I don't know.
Also, it's worth noting, a lot of the other workers here are not in blues. Glitchard seems to be one of the only ones in blues. As the detective status that most of the people in here have, you're pretty much free to wear whatever you want. Again, for the most part.
And so I am.
Ilara is a transfer. She's brand new to Vinyl City. And unfortunately, Glitchard, you're going to be the one showing her around. Do you think you can do that without busting someone for not chewing their food enough times before they swallow?
The mastication proclamation was made for a reason, Chief.
How many people that's not a thing. Oh, that's so not a thing.
It's a
Oh
it's a
my
strong
God.
recommendation at least.
Get out of my office. I'm sorry about this.
It's okay.
Not you. I told you to leave. And Chief will address Alara and say, you know, Glitchit, he's one of the best only officers available to be partnered with at this time, and you'll be great. You'll be fine. You're in tenured hands. And he'll just kind of gesture for you to follow him out.
Thank you, sir.
Dismissed. So the two of you are in the bullpen, essentially. I assume Glitchard is going back to his desk, maybe to finish filling out that paperwork before leaving.
I'm trying.
Is there any...
There's very short details of like it's.
You were muted.
It's like, what did he do? Crime.
Oh, good.
Oh, goody.
It's like crime : robbery.
He also fled the scene.
Evading arrest.
And
like,
he
it's
had-
just bullets.
And he attempted to maybe attack you?
Assault on elderly. Attempted assault on officer. Parentheses, failed.
Is there any back and forth between the two of you? Is Glitchard curious at all about Alara? Is Alara curious at all about Glitchard?
So you're new. How long you've been in the law enforcement game? Trick question, it's not a game.
I can see that you are going to be a very interesting partner.
Ooh, I didn't know she had an accent.
Glitchard has an accent. No, he goes, I've been told that I'm very interesting by many people. Mainly the precinct psychologist, but mostly it's a good thing. It's a very good thing.
Yes. And she's just gonna pull up a chair and totally throw her feet back and like put them up on Glitchard's desk as he's writing stuff.
Is Glitchard meticulous?
He's probably got like a very like small area that he writes in, so like all the rest of the desk is just like empty, and there's just like a basket for filing paperwork, maybe a computer or something. I don't know what we need on that side, but maybe whatever I would do, like a Rolodex or whatever I need. And then just like pen cup with world's best cop on it.
How many pens are in the cup?
Probably 0, as I borrowed one.
Can we say that there's obviously like wiped off Sharpie marks over best?
Continuously having to be cleaned.
Like that word is like has been like almost rubbed and then like Sharpied back in and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's off color.
Glitchard, why are you still here? You're supposed to take her out and show her the hot spots, the landmarks. She needs to get to know the city fast.
All right, almost done.
Faster than
And
that.
I'll just give this back to Bookham.
You weren't leaving without giving me that back.
Nope, here's the pen and the paperwork, and I didn't get his name. But I'm gonna leave this with you. I've got another partner. Again.
And she will leave you to it. She doesn't want really anything to do with you. Nobody in this precinct really seems to. It's kind of a mystery as to why you're still here.
Not even Detective Gurney?
Detective Grinny, she hates you the most.
Yeah, I figured. And it's funny because their name is Grin, and they just make me so sad.
So you've been tasked with showing Alara the hot spots and the landmarks of Vinyl City.
And we will go to my police-issued Lamborghini. I will give her the no, I'm gonna drive.
Yeah,
I know this city. Yep. So, I click a button. Maybe do they have gold doors?
They're gull wing doors for sure. They go
Fantastic.
up. The doors go up.
All right, cool. Click the keys. Whoop whoop. Doors up. Engine on. I jump in through the passenger seat and try and get into the driver's seat. I don't know.
Yeah, roll me an athletics check.
That's a 23. I'm athletic. Glitchered was number 1 in track. All of them.
Glitchered kind of seems to maybe have spent too much time doing this instead of more actual police work. So he's really good at it.
Nailed the crap out of it.
Whitney, is Alara impressed at all?
She kind of just looks at him, and I can see why you have lots of paperwork to still do.
I have lots of paperwork because I have lots of arrests. And also paperwork.
And you set off. Glitchered, where's the first place you're taking her?
I'll take her past the donut shop and just kind of point out, like, this gets robbed about every day during lunch. It's really a hassle, but I try and schedule my lunches, or now our lunches, to be able to apprehend him during this opportune time.
I'm so excited.
Me too.
Whitney, roll me a perception check for Alara.
Okay.
To take in. Hey, I'm following.
Yay!
Yay! Good job, Rob. 14?
A 14. You're really getting the vibe that this place isn't really all that important. And also you see a woman that seems to be napping, an elderly woman that seems to be napping in the alleyway next to it as you go by.
In the donut shop.
Yeah, well, the
homelessness
alley,
problem.
the alley of
The
the
alley
donut.
of the donut
Yeah,
shop.
she
Gotcha.
seems to be napping, the elderly woman. What else is next? What's after the donut shop?
I'll take her to one of the glorious beaches of Vinyl City.
Mm.
And it's just to point out that this has some of the best chase opportunities in the whole city. There's plenty of stuff to jump over. And, like, crime's not too often down here. Every now and then we get, like, a cartel running drugs or, attempted dolphin stealing. But, every now and then we get a special one. And it's just fun.
Let's do another perception check, Whitney. You're essentially rolling for taking in the sights.
17.
17. This is
Yeah.
very much akin to a Muscle Beach. There's a lot of jacked ass Wonari out there. Those are the primal wolf, essentially humanoids of the Retroverse. Seems to be like some competitions going on. There's people longboarding. There's a lot of longboarding. And then there's kind of a more seedy looking area off in the distance, further down the boardwalk, where you can see shops that are set up, maybe legally with permits, maybe not. Patrick, you want to do a perception check for Glitcher to see if he sees that?
Now, I'm not wise.
Oh, dear.
You might say that wisdom is my dump stat.
Oh.
You might say that wisdom is my very dumb stat. That's a dirty 1.
Oh.
So I got a 2, but I have a negative 1.
Negative? Oh.
So I'm not sure if that probably not a critical fail, but definitely Glitcher doesn't see shit. His shades are too awesome.
What Glitcher sees is almost like the sun, if it were to be right in front of him. So something caught the light from that vaporwave sun just right, and it's kind of like blinded you a little bit, which is not good because you're driving.
Sunglasses don't do a damn thing.
But you keep them on.
Of course.
Okay. Let's go with Yeah, I don't know what to there's not like a luck roll. You know what? There is a luck roll.
There's now a luck roll.
While you're blinded a little bit, you kind of hear like a and then when your
Must
haze
have hit another seagull.
when the haze clears, you see that you've kind of severely scratched up the side of your car on one of those longboards that someone was holding, just watching the cop car go by. It's not their fault. And when you glance again to see what the hell blinded you, it was actually a really well-oiled chest from someone on the beach, and that just caught the sun just right, and blinded the shit out of you.
I want to be upset, but damn, is that glorious. I can get behind that level of dedication. Not personally, but on principle.
Whitney, Alara is kind of worried now that she's starting to get a full scope of Glitchard, and he's not very attentive when he needs to be. Maybe focuses on the wrong things too much.
I feel like she's been worried, and it's just progressively getting worse.
Glitchard will then take you to what's known as Crack Row.
I always save the best for later in the tour.
They're not known for their creativity, crackheads. Some sort of fantasy crack. I don't know. I didn't think of a name for it. Skoom's off the table. We'll call it something else.
Scuba.
And there seems to be a lot of fucking. They don't give two shits about a cop car coming down their road at all. All kinds of deals are going down, but they're not really worth your time, and you don't really know if you could take them because the whole street might come in on you. What's Glitchard's explanation for this?
Say it one more time for me, just that way I can catch up.
You're going down crack row. It's just what's referred to as crack row. It's just a whole bunch of nefarious things. There's drug deals. There's other deals. There's things being sold without permits. There's people jaywalking. People are throwing cigarette butts on the ground. The list goes on and on, from illegal activities, from barely punishable to not really serious crimes to normal cops. But Glitchard's not busting anyone.
Every crime is a serious crime. I'll pull the car over. Elara, as it's your first day, I'm going to give you the greatest gift. What crime do you want to break up? I see a jaywalker there. That guy's clearly selling hot dogs without a food vendor's license. I think these ones are on drugs. Possibly. Preferably get one closer to the car, because they all tend to scatter cockroaches.
It is your city.
There's someone jaywalking within arm's reach of the cruiser.
Just door open, just out, tackle. Freeze!
Oh, dear.
You notice out of all the really hard pipe-hitting people that are out here, Glitchard seems to have tackled like a very, very young, not going to say child, but I'm also not going to say adult.
Teenagers.
Somewhere between the tween to teen range.
Yeah.
Don't you know how dangerous it is to jaywalk? You could have been kidnapped right now by a scary, scary man just getting closer to his face.
Oh, God.
Uh-oh.
Who are you? Mom!
Yes, show me your mother. Show me who would let you do such a nefarious crime in this city.
You see one of the largest females you've seen in a very long time. Not to say that she is fat, but she looks like she could curl you. And she has a very deep voice. What the fuck he do this time?
Your son? Son? Like, to the DM, son?
Oh, okay. There's still deep voice. Yes, son.
Your son is a jaywalking son of a gun.
Oh, hell no. No son of mine is going to be... And I need Glitchard to make a grapple check.
So just kind of like a strength check.
You're checking against her.
Cool.
Snatching her own son from you.
Well, that was a 9.
Oh, no.
Like dirty?
Like dirty.
Okay.
Modifier of 3 for
I
my
have a
for my
feeling.
muscles. My bony ass muscles.
She beat you by 1.
Oh, no.
So there's kind of a little struggle. Like Glitchard really, really feels a strong need to prosecute this adolescent.
He needs to learn a lesson.
But you also can't seem to stop her. It's he's on the ground too, so he's kind of getting scraped a little bit. But he's slowly but surely sliding away from you. And she just starts beating the shit out of this kid. Well, not like just ground and pound, but like she's hitting him and grabbing him by the arm pretty severely, and his legs really aren't touching the ground all that much. But she's taking him back to the house.
Ma'am, one moment.
Huh?
As this child's guardian, see to it that he pays this ticket. And I'll write a ticket out right on the spot just for jaywalking.
Yeah, you leave that right there. I'll be right back.
Take your time.
The door closes, and you just hear that child screaming more and more. And she's yelling. It's kind of hard to hear his screaming through her yelling. But it seems to just be the two of them in their crack house. Does Glitchard wait?
I mean, finishes the ticket, leaves the name blank.
Mm-hmm.
Fine, 50 credits.
She's not coming back out.
Oh, Laura, looks like we need to make a knock. I wait for her to get out of the car before I lock it.
Alara will get out of the car and kind of just saunter her way up to next to the door and kind of just lean on the wall, waiting for Richard to approach and knock.
Glitcher comes up and does a straight up just police knock, like side of the fist, like boom, 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 boom. Ma'am, your
Silence.
ticket is.
Like, that wasn't them saying silence. There's just silence to your ma'am.
Yeah,
There's no
they're just like
response.
silence.
I don't think that's how it works.
Elora, this is a nice lesson in probable cause.
Go ahead.
Glitcher would like to put his foot upon the door. in a forceful manner.
Okay.
I mean, sorry, Glitcher. No, would Glitcher kick down the door? It's the first episode of Glitcher. Glitcher would kick.
Roll me a strength check.
Oh
That's
no.
That's a 20,
Oh,
like a crit.
not 20. No. Poor door.
So Glitchard is kind of he's kind of wanting to show off a little bit for Alara. And just kind of like maybe establish dominance a little bit. Because she's kind of imposing.
Rookie.
But she's imposing. Like her stature, her demeanor. She knows what she's about. And so you're charging your foot up. Yeah, like it's gonna be a hard fucking kick. You know it.
Yeah. Do the Donkey Kong like spin with my foot. I don't know.
Yeah. And as soon as your knee starts to give that fucking motion towards the door, the handle moves a little tiny bit, and it's too late for you to stop your epic fucking kick. And you kick the fuck out of this door. The hinges come off. The door is dislodged. It's not that great of a house to begin with, so the hinges might have been a little bit weak already. But this door comes off the fucking hinges and just fucking destroys the child on the other end of the door that was gonna open the door for you.
Why? Why?
And you can hear him under the door like I won't do it again. I promise.
Correct.
The mother is the mother is on the couch, passed out.
Man, she beat herself tired.
So you just leave the ticket for the kid?
Oh dear.
Yes.
Okay.
On a scale from 1 to 10. Yeah, thank you, chat. On a scale from 1 to 10, how injured is this child? Like, is he gonna like die if I leave him here? Or
No.
Okay, I'm just making sure.
He will be unhappy.
I mean, he's probably already unhappy. Like, not. This is Patrick thinking, not Glitcher thinking.
Right. Well, yeah. I mean, I'm not gonna say this is normal for him, but they're used to.
He is at a crack house and not a crack apartment.
Yeah. He hasn't gotten a real crack job and moved out yet.
Yeah.
To get his own crack condo.
Right.
Yep. All right. Are we do we have enough cracks here? All right. No. Yeah. Lift door. Leave ticket.
Under the door.
Yeah.
Under the door.
Yeah. Like I open it on the ground level and just like put the ticket on him. Close the door.
And
tip cap to lady on the couch. Man.
Nothing. So you head back to the car.
Yeah, maybe I guess. Like, nope. This does not strike me as. This does not strike Glitcher as odd.
No, not here. It doesn't.
Nope.
So you make your way back to the car. It's still there. It's not on blocks, luckily, but that's happened to you before here, and you should have known better, but you did it anyways.
Indeed. Cars are replaceable.
Justice isn't. So you start to leave. On your way out, you'll kind of take the more roundabout way, and you'll bring her by the stadium for Vinyl City, which is the football stadium, which is the Scratches, the Vinyl City Scratches, and just kind of show her around. Is Alara a sports person at all?
She prefers the more violent sports,
The more violent sports. Okay.
hockey, roller derby,
Okay.
all that good stuff.
Okay.
Ooh, we need a roller derby team in this city.
You damn right to do.
So you start heading back to HQ, and you notice you may have picked up a tail. And when I say may have, there's quite a lot of motorcycles behind you. These are crotch rockets. They are not choppers. And
I
Glitchard.
thought the gang's name was Crotch Rockets. I'm like,
Glitchard will recognize these neo bandits as they are kind of a problem on this in this city. They are mounted on bikes and armed with swords of varying types. The records, that's fantastic.
Yes, that's
that is
amazing.
that is genius.
And
Get that man a jersey.
this is this is going to be a good place for a skill challenge. The name of the game is to essentially not be taken over by the bikers, and or get back to HQ safely.
All right.
So skill challenges, for those of you that don't know, is something that Patrick over here has quite a bit of experience in with Almost Heroic. I guess I do too, but on the other end, it's basically a chance to give the power to the players and give them the narrative options that they want, and it helps a lot with travel a lot, instead of just going through your basic everyday, like, well, you travel and then time passes. And it's also a way to kind of speed up combat a little bit. So basically, they are going to have to meet successes or failures. If you meet all of these successes before you meet all of the failures, you succeed and something good happens or something not bad happens. If you fail collectively, then something bad will happen and or something good will not happen. So the players are going to be rolling their skills against a DC that is predetermined and undisclosed, and we'll cover any variants as they come up. So I'm going to need initiative from the two of you.
Glitcher's a little bit dexy.
Laura has advantage.
That's cheating.
That's right, because you're
Not
playing
cheating.
the King Fury, right?
Yes.
Which is a monk subclass, which is awesome. Check it!
Yes.
Exclamation point retroverse.
Yes. There's also a timer that's going off for it.
Well, I guess I will not exclamation point retroverse, but you at home should exclamation point retroverse. Glitcher got 3.
3. Okay.
How dexy is he?
He is 2 dexy. That
Whitney, are you above a 3?
Yes.
You go first.
Okay.
As the passenger, what are you doing to not get caught by these guys?
So we've got it here, and they're coming up behind us. How many bikers are there? Can we see? Or...
You can see roughly 6, but there may be more.
And are they in like a V formation?
They're constantly moving. They're trying to find the best point of attack. They could be switching back and forth.
Okay. All right. So let me see here. So I think I'm just going to use, since this isn't my car, I just want to do a perception, look around in here, see if there's anything that I can like toss out the window at him to knock him over.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me a perception, I'm guessing.
Yes.
Okay.
4.
4.
4.
Luckily, there is inspiration in the Retroverse, or rather in this setting of it. Would you like to use your inspiration?
I even have a token to show. Look. See?
Wait, give it right here. Oh, sorry, Smarta. Yes. So successes versus failures. They have to meet 4 successes or 3 failures.
Thank you, Smarta, for pointing that out.
He knows the game. He knows.
Smarta's no stranger to this.
Yeah.
Okay. Doopa, doopa, doopa. 14
A 14?
on the nose.
That'll pass.
Yeah.
God, that is fun, isn't it?
Right? It's that little. You now taste the power of fear.
Is that what that is? So you are not really frantically rifling because this isn't the first time you've been in a threat situation. You're looking around, and you see something in the back seat, but there's plexiglass. Luckily, Glitchard's kind of driving erratically, and you see that glisten from the back seat just disappear. So he slams on the brakes, it disappears, and you just hear a loud thud in the front by your feet. And when you look down, you find I don't know why he would have it or why I wrote it in here, but I'm not changing it now. I've come too far. You find a ninja star. Probably from one of the other menacing laser ninjas that Glitchard has arrested earlier today.
I don't always have time to clean my car. Don't mind the out and in bags by your feet.
So that'll pass. You are now armed with 1 ninja star to do with as you see fit. Glitchard.
Quick, you need to do that wanted crap and hit like 9 of them with a curve. Curve the ninja star.
Glitchard, you're up next. You're piloting.
Already. I am piloting. So I'm not very good at this, but I kind of want to do it anyways.
Perfect.
Which is deception.
Okay.
Because I have a 0 charisma. I have 0 modifier in charisma.
Okay.
So I'd like to pull the classic Top Gun move of just hitting my brakes and letting them all pass me.
Okay.
So that way now I'm the chaser.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me a deception.
Deception. I need to beat at least whatever Whitney got, which I think was a 14.
Did Whitney get a 14?
I think she did. I mean, I got a 13.
13?
Yeah.
That'll pass.
Inspiration. Oh, okay.
That's your inspiration.
Yeah. Naturally. I mean, you don't have an inspiration like this? I mean, it does. I'm not going to do it on the microphone for the sake of our viewers.
Why not?
It kind of sounds like yeah. No, I want to pull the Mav move.
Okay. You do so. And that was close. And
I should have did it right there when you were just doing that.
You see at least 4 bikers zoom straight by. They don't all go by nice and clean. You probably have some more scrapes up the side of your car from some of their swords.
I had to make sure to weave a little bit. I want to catch a few of them.
Yeah. So you did, and there's absolutely one on top of the car now. There's also one that just, at least 2 of them just ate total shit. And you are moving and they are probably dead. Not the one on your roof, though. He's a go-getter.
I'll look over at Alara and just be like, it's fine. They're wanted for murder and all those things anyways, most likely. I mean, 9 out of 10.
Whitney, we're going with our standard variant. You cannot use what was just used before you, which was deception, and you cannot use what you used last time, which was perception. So deception and perception are off the table.
All right. So you said 2 were kind of knocked out?
Oh, they're just
And
gone.
there's-
They're gone.
They're
Yeah.
just gone?
Yeah. And there's
So
4
then-
in front of you and 1 on the car.
Okay. Let's use athletics to get myself up on top of the car.
That seems wise.
Out.
This can't possibly go wrong.
He's going. Don't you put that juju on me, Rob. Don't you put that juju on me. Does the Lambo have a moonroof? I need to know before I roll.
No, it's gull wings. There'd be no.
Oh, okay.
It could have a tiny one, I guess, but you're not fitting through it.
No. Okay. That's just like a. Okay.
You kick out the windshield. Does now.
Hey, Rob.
Mm-hmm.
Fell off the table.
No.
I mean, you don't have to tell me that.
I do. I can't. You know it.
We don't have that rule here yet.
Oh, we
Yet.
don't.
Yet.
Yet?
You don't have Alan throwing them like fastballs. That's right, Alan. I'm on to you.
So do you just want me to
Yeah.
Okay. That's a nat 20.
Does that succeed?
A nat 20.
No.
Would you like to use your inspiration?
That's bullshit.
That was athletics.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean with fucking ease, there's actually a little button that you see in the middle. It looks like a red plunger, and you just smash the fuck out of that, and both gull-wing doors just go straight up immediately. It kind of sandwiches the guy a little bit in between the doors, and the easiest way for you to do this, because Lambos have such a huge hood on front, is to just climb onto the hood, probably obstruct Glitchard's view a little bit, but you've got easy access to the roof. This guy's kind of pinned. What would Alara do with this opportunity, seeing as how she's very, very easily made her way on top of a very fast-moving vehicle and doesn't seem to be bracing herself at all?
I'm gonna say that she will do a cool little like kung fu kick and kick him off, and then jump right to where he was and grab both of the doors to brace herself and hold herself up.
All right. It's almost like you're steering the car, but you have no influence on that whatsoever.
No.
Or does she?
Tip down one of the doors. Oh, I'm turning right.
Patrick, athletics and deception are off the table. You can close out our first ever skill challenge with no fails if you manage to pass this.
Oh, that's going to be easy. So I'm going to use the one thing that he is trained in with charisma, which is intimidation. And Glitcher will go over his little car PA and just give the announcement of, "This is Glitcher Steel with the VCPD advising you to back off." And yep. So that's a 5.
A 5?
Does it pass?
That does not pass. Would you like to use your inspiration?
Yes. Here you go.
Okay. You have to squeak it or it doesn't count.
Up high.
Thank you.
There you go. All right, cool. Got it. Chicken dance. Winner, chicken dinner. That's what I get for making a Fortnite reference. That's a 7.
That's going to be our first failure. So immediately your booming authoritative voice comes out of this loudspeaker. Freeze! And they instantly kind of brake check, like instinctively, like, oh fuck. Like when your mom calls your name and you like don't know what you've done yet, but you know you might have to run very soon.
Was it all 3 names?
It's all 3 names. It's just like instant freeze. And you continue with, this is glittered steel, and they immediately like just take off again. Like they
their name, like, oh,
they've actually, they're more comfortable than they were before, and they've formed a tighter perimeter around you, like one in each corner. And you can see the one in the front winding up. I don't know why he has to wind it up, but he's winding up his sword, and you can tell he's absolutely about to take a slash at one of your tires.
Like, to confirm, is he like winding it up like the big swing, or like winding up like?
He's coming over one side to
just a big.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was intimidation, yeah.
yes.
Or it was an attempt at intimidation.
It was. They didn't give 2 shits. Whitney, intimidation and athletics are off the table, but perception is back on the table.
Indeed. However, you said, so there's still 4 of them now.
Yeah.
And they're surrounding the car.
Yep.
How close are they? Can we tell? They're pretty close?
At least one of them is fairly close. They do have a tighter perimeter on you, and they're probably getting ready to do something pretty coordinated.
All right. So maybe some acrobatics to jump onto one of the motorcycles and get them motherfuckers.
I'll allow that, yeah.
Okay. That's why I saved acrobatics. I was like, I think I can use athletics to get on top of the car.
So you're going from the roof of the Lamborghini, attempting to which one? Which one are you going for?
Who's ever the closest, just so I can.
We'll go
jump
for
on.
Front passenger side, the guy that's about
Okay.
to take a swing.
Yeah. Just see if I can get on there and knock him off his own bike. Oh, that's another nat 20.
God damn it.
Yeah. I like this game so far.
That'll succeed.
I like that reaction of
Pop that hand.
Listen.
Is that the new sign for nat 20s now at the VCPD
Apparently,
table?
because I'm doing it every time. I'm like, ah.
Yes, I'm down for this.
So you will do an immaculate front flip from the roof of the car, and we all know in the almost heroic world how impressive front flips are to be completed.
Yes, the pass to actually be done.
You actually do a front flip, and you land. Somehow you have the perfect form, and you suck everything in just right, and you land in front of him to where he's now in the bitch seat, essentially. And you headbutt him back, and he falls off and knocks the last bike down, and his sword is left spinning in the air. And you grab the shit out of it, and you wind up, and before you can throw it across, they pull the goose move on you, and they just pull back. So
I thought you were gonna say the goose move. They die immediately in the first part of the movie. Just goose. We were making Top Gun references. I had to.
Yeah. Patrick, they want to know in chat your YouTube link so they can catch the VOD later. I mean, you can catch the VOD on Twitch. Like, it'll be up on Twitch on this channel after we're done.
Yep, I will add another YouTube link though in case they prefer that.
It's going to be delayed. It'll be instantly available on Twitch as soon as we're done, but it'll be delayed going to that YouTube channel. You guys succeed. First skill challenge. It was a DC 13, Patrick, so you hit it right on the nose your first time around.
Yay! And then totally fucking missed it on the second time.
Yeah.
But I'm a player, so that's the only thing that matters.
So with all of that, with all of Patrick's failures in here,
and life,
you guys are alive. You made it out. Alara, you have a sweet little bike here that's probably not going to be okay to keep. Probably going to get impounded if you bring it back. But you give me a perception check, Patrick. Whitney, you're just kind of following the action.
perception check. Back to that -1. So that's Glitcher doesn't see shit.
What'd you get?
I got a 1.
Oh,
Like a gnat.
jeez.
Like
one?
a gnat, like a born and raised organic
Out in the
field
wild.
to home, table to whatever happens there.
So you weren't really paying attention when you were driving. You were just kind of trying to get away. We're not gonna do. Should we do a fail scale? Should we do a fail scale in this?
Yes.
You want to do
I'm
a fail
down
scale?
for the fail scale. So while Robert gets dice, so explain the fail scale from almost heroic for those of you that are watching this and not listening to that. We roll a D percentile on all our natural ones. And typically the higher the number, the worse it is. Getting above a 96 is usually the fatal range.
I'm gonna use the purple dice because it's you.
Yay! It's gonna be 100 for the first one. So glad we got this character art.
I love you.
It's not 100.
Well, I mean, odds are it's in double digits.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it'll.
70?
80? 89?
Ooh.
Perfect.
So.
We spent all the budget on the Lambo. Please don't wreck it.
So.
Oh.
I was told 20 minutes ago.
You guys stop, and Glitcher tries to get his wits about him and goes, we're here, back at HQ. And the camera will pan back a little bit, and you are nowhere fucking near HQ. You are, you see the reason that they've backed off from you, those other bikers, is that you're in the middle of what looks like, to the best of your ability, Glitchered, to be a hangout of nefarious types.
Wait,
That is,
were we on Palm Drive or Palm Grove? What am I talking about? You're new and not in the car.
Can I look around to see if I see a street sign?
yeah, go ahead.
So, perception?
Yeah,
19.
absolutely not. There's
Okay, cool.
no street signs around.
Cool.
You're essentially in like abandoned areas. You're in like the Badlands
Like
of
abandoned warehouses and like
yeah.
kind of like a dockyard.
Yeah, give me another perception check. You don't get to roll one, Patrick.
Oh, good. That's probably for the best, to be honest.
12.
You notice that the only way out would be the way you came in, but it now looks fenced off.
Oh, goody.
I could have swore I went the right way. It's, classic autopilot. I haven't had my donut.
And from you'll start hearing all kinds of hooping and hollerings and you'll hear a different sounding bike. This one is very much throaty and meaty, and different than the previous bikes you had just encountered. It seems to be coming from a very nearby building, and seems to be the only lit building around. They all seem very equally destroyed and abandoned, but there's absolutely people in this one. The hooping and hollering and revving of the motorcycle gets louder.
All right.
You see, Alara, were you paying attention to which way we went?
I do not know your city.
I mean, yeah, like, but you might instinctively know. This is a good thing. This is a good note-taking point. Always remember which way is which.
And when Glitchard finishes his advice,
Sage advice.
A spotlight that you didn't notice above you just turns on and almost temporarily blinds you, but those sunglasses came in handy this time.
That's what the sunglasses are for.
And you're gonna start getting approached by more Neo bandits. 4 that you can see, to be exact. They are dressed what looks like almost in hockey pads on like the shin area, or soccer pads, but they've all been modified. Like they all were like kind of Goodwill finds that they just kind of modified. There's some weird metal contraptions on some of their hands. A good portion of them are wielding scimitars, and the ones with metal devices around their hands are just kind of slamming their fists into their hands, and they're just you can tell they're very much melee fighters. But you don't see anything having to do with that motorcycle.
As a Hollow Knight, I would absolutely love to put on my Hollow Kevlar.
You do so.
Laura, this might be a proper time to prepare.
The motorcycle goes silent, and the Neo bandits kind of part in the middle. 2 on one side, 2 on the other side, and you see a very menacing silhouette, humanoid in nature. You can see a tail, you can see horns or points of some kind, and you see a lot of exaggerated features around the shoulders and the legs of this figure. As the figure gets closer, you will see a kobold biker.
Oh, it's so fucking cute. Sorry, go on.
It's not cute. It's not a little kobold. It's a kobold biker. They're all grown up, big and strong, Patrick. This one is wearing helmets on his shoulder. Wait, no one's moving. Are you all staying absolutely still, or is this frozen?
No, I'm
it's
moving on my
frozen.
side.
There you
Oh,
go.
hey!
Yay!
I fucked something up. So this kobold biker has got a lot of leather, and he's very, very obviously the biker. He has helmets on his shoulders for pauldrons, and he's dragging behind him what seems like what once was the street sign that you were looking for, Whitney.
Mhm.
But the sign has been torn off it, and he's wielding it upside down in a fashion. He's dragging it behind him. It's got chains wrapped around it. It's got a bike helmet on it. And basically he's got some cement inside of the bike helmet. It's basically as though it were dug up out of the ground, with a cement around the base of it. And then there's a helmet on top of that. And there's just chains wrapped around it because it looks cool and really doesn't do anything.
And he's gonna tell us who the fuck runs Bartertown.
But he's gonna specifically single out Glitchard and just tell Glitchard like hey Glitchard, looks like somebody owes me some donut money.
If you wanted some donut money, you should have opened your own shop. Glitcher says menacingly over the intercom.
I'm about to open up shop in your ass. He's not bright.
Glitcher isn't either. This is a weird back and forth. No, your ass.
And I go ahead and roll for initiative. And I'll do the same for them.
So what kind of rolls is it going to take to use this car as a weapon?
Are you trained in land vehicles?
I don't know.
Not based on what we've seen already.
I mean, those were non-combat situations. As a Hollow Knight, I am trained in...
Stuff and things.
I am trained in none.
In none?
Yes.
Vehicles
I know my hollow shit. It's pretty much the ends of a Hollow Knight. Oh, but I'm a folk hero, so that means I get friendly with animals.
That
are there any animals around?
Phrasing.
Oh, Pat.
These neo bandits, you can tell, are very much hype people. They can do some damage, but you can tell if you can take down the biker, they'll fold. And you've seen this before, Glitchard.
To throw it out there, a folk hero is trained in land vehicles.
Oh, nice.
Yay!
Yeah, I'm just very badly trained.
All right. Pat, what'd you get?
Glitchard got a plus the dex bonus, which I should be adding because I'm an experienced player. A 15.
Glitchard with a 15.
Yeah.
Whitney?
No one will ever beat Glitchard.
17.
Shit.
Could not have timed that more perfectly, Pat.
It's almost like I've got my comedic timing.
All right.
Down.
God damn it. Give me 30 seconds and talk to the nice people, everyone.
Hello.
Hi, thank you for choosing to watch Vinyl City PD. Today's episode is brought to you by gum. If you're looking for something to chew, you should try gum. From the makers of water.
And bread.
And bread. Non-sliced.
Non-sliced. Oh.
You have to get your pleasure from slicing your own bread. It worries me that Robert made us roll initiative and then left the screen. I think danger is afoot. I don't know why.
Wave, Pat.
I don't know why my intermission voice is like this. It's like I'm on an old-time radio. So,
I love you so much, Grinny.
question from Doc Zip. So, would gnome condos be short like the Worms apartments from MIB? God willing. I would love to see
condos.
Yes.
What
Brittany
about
says
the
you
worms
suck.
from MIB?
Oh, would gnome condos be like short like the Worms apartments from MIB?
Yes. Canon.
Yes.
Yeah.
Canon.
It's really weird for them because it's like, oh yeah, I'm on the 40th floor, which for like normal people is like the 12th.
Right. This is bothering me that it's not centered. Hold on.
I mean, I could try.
Okay, there we go. All right. Ilara, Whitney, go ahead and kick us off.
Alrighty. So we've got how many enemies?
You have 5. You have 4 neo bandits and 1
Okay.
kobold biker, the obvious leader.
So technically, I am still holding a ninja star and a samurai sword, correct?
Well, we'll assume you've pocketed the ninja star. It's on your
Okay.
person. It's usable,
Okay.
and that scimitar is as well.
All right. All right. And how close or far away are they?
How close or far would you like them to be?
I imagine that the goons
The
will probably
lackeys?
be within what, 10 to 15 feet?
Sure.
And then the other guy might be about like 20 to 25 feet back. He kind of lets his goons be in front of him.
Yeah,
The
and he's
standard-
approaching though.
Okay.
Still on the bike or off the bike?
Off the bike. That was just an
yeah.
intimidation tactic.
Oh, for him or me?
Richard never gets intimidation.
For both of you. He was setting a stage.
I see. What kind of weapon is a scimitar? Is it just this curved sword or?
Yeah, it's essentially like a flashy looking sword.
Okay, that's what I thought. I'm gonna go ahead and attack the guys who are nearest me.
Okay.
One of the guys who's nearest me.
So we'll call that Neo Bandit number 1.
Okay. And then what? I don't have a scimitar as my weapon, so I'll need to pull up stats for it. What's its hit dice?
So a scimitar is a
D6?
I believe it's a D6.
Is it similar to a short sword?
Okay. And it's slashing?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. Scimitar, 1d6 slashing. It is finesse, so you can use your dex if you wish.
Okay.
It's also worth 25 credits. Because I assume credits have a direct correlation to gold.
They
I
do.
don't think I'll need that, but okay.
So people can walk around with like a hay credit.
Yes.
So ridiculous. Okay.
You got this. I believe in you. Eye of the tiger.
And then it's plus strength, right?
Plus
Or-
dex.
Dex. 'cause it's
okay.
got
Or
finesse.
strength.
Listen. Normally barbarians, so I'm like,
Yeah.
strength? Everything's strength? No. Dexterity. Okay. So that's gonna be a dirty 20.
Okay.
Nice.
That'll hit.
Figured. Okay, so just 1d6. Haha, 5.
Um,
And then plus what?
would you get plus anything for that? Does she have to be trained in melee weapons?
I am trained in simple martial weapons.
If she is trained in martial weapons, then she is trained in a scimitar.
Which would give her a
It would give her
plus-
proficiency and then her modifier to the attack. So like 1d6 plus mod.
What's your damage output?
Well, for my other weapons, it's 1d6 plus 2. So would it be 1d6 plus 2?
What's your dexterity modifier?
Plus 4.
Then it would be 1d6 plus 4.
Yeah! So 9.
Which means that we need to get you some different weapons.
Probably.
9
That's
damage.
not our-
I'm not very good
strike.
at this, but
It's unarmed strike I was looking at, pardon.
no worries.
So the Neo Bandit number 1 closest to you. They are specifically Rocket Clan Neo Bandits, which are known for their intimidation, and he's got both of his arms out, in a great defensive posture, and he's just kind of like screaming his ass off, like trying to look feral, I guess. I don't know. But you land that scimitar like right across his stomach, and it goes in pretty good. He is not looking okay. He needs immediate medical attention.
Yeah.
It sucks for him.
Up next is Glitchard.
This is going to end poorly because we're both stacked. But Glitchard steps out of his car. We said that head honcho is about 25 feet away.
Yeah, for you, yeah.
Perfect. Well, the fish rots from the head. So I say we cut off the head of the fish of evil. Bonus action. For
I'm
the
a
Hollow Knight.
kobold.
Stop trying to confuse me. Bonus action to summon my hollow weapon, which in this case will be a maul, because I'm trained in every hollow weapon I can use.
So you can just summon different weapons?
As a bonus action
That's
for the
broken.
Hollow Knight. I mean, it's...
I'm just saying that because I was Samael. That's exactly what I did.
It's almost like I'm a cooler version of Samael.
Yeah, everything in the Retroverse is a cooler version of something else.
Like pizza slimes. To be continued. Yep. So, summon big ass maul. And I'm going to run right for him and just wheel that thing up and try and... I heard bidoo bidoo. I got concerned.
What happened to Whitney?
I hit too hard with the maul.
There she is.
Right.
Nope.
Oh, there she goes.
Gone again. Now
Now I get
Patrick
a close-up.
zoomed because she left.
Hello. Hello. How do you swing a maul? Very carefully. MAUL, for the record, as we're in this brief intermission for technical difficulties. Doop, 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 doop. Whitney there. Doop, doop, doop.
She looks
Can you hear
very
me?
frozen.
It looks like she's concerned. Like there's almost an evil entity off to the right side of the screen.
Whitney. Sweetie.
Oh, I see it blink.
She's blinking. Blink twice if you can hear us.
Are you in danger? I don't think she can hear
Yes.
us. Oh, yeah. Oh, can you hear us? Or are you on that much of a delay?
I'm still alive. Do you hear me?
Okay. Yes.
Technical difficulties. Pardon.
You're
That's
freezing
okay.
an awful lot. We're gonna take a quick 30 seconds to reinitiate our call here. We'll be right back.
To be continued.
What are we doing?
Whitney, you're in the wrong place.
What? No.
There we go.
Oh, okay.
My camera didn't turn on immediately.
That's fine.
We'll sit at the BRB screen for a little bit while I can fix this. Huh. Oh.
Is it on the BRB? There we go.
Yeah.
For a second there, it was
There we go.
not. And I was under Pat's spot, and I was like, ah! The BRB screen looks total legit.
Okay. Patrick, you did things.
Yep, I took out the mall. I'm charging for the big bad guy. The mall breaks space time per doc, and I roll my attack. That's a natural 20.
Yes!
All right.
I'm not using anything else but this frickin' mall from now on.
So go ahead and roll your double damage die.
Oh, I got it. Today's double damage die was brought to you by shit I found in my apartment. Yep. So, let's see. That is 5 plus 5 plus 3 plus 1 makes
How would you
14.
like to immediately kill this kobold?
Just annihilate the boss?
Yes.
Is it possible that I can do it non-lethally?
Yeah. If that's what Glitcher would do. He didn't seem to have any problem killing all those other bikers.
This one's the boss.
Oh, okay.
You need to arrest bosses. That's how you get double experience.
So how do you hit him with your maul?
Oh, easy. I do a steel Yukin. It's totally an uppercut right under his dumb kobold jaw.
Okay.
Beak.
Yeah. I swing it up like a mic stand and going with the rock and roll motif.
All right. His feet or claw feet things leave the ground, and you hear the clang of his street sign helmet weapon thing. The Neo Bandits immediately fold and bail on this guy. 3 of them take off, and one of them is just like, please, we had nothing to do with this. It's the one that's got
A little stabby.
Almost guts coming out of his stomach. Like, please, we didn't do anything. He's the one. He's the mastermind. He made us all do it. We're here against our will. Insight?
Glitchard is cuffing the main guy, so I will leave that to Alara's judgment.
So, repeat it again, just so I can be clear. What's going on?
3 of the Neo Bandits bolted, and 1 couldn't. So he's trying to.
So he's
plead.
groveling.
Yes.
I'll cuff him.
Before you can get to him, he just passes out.
I'll still cuff him.
Okay. He's bleeding a lot.
Glitcher's negative in wisdom, but he'll gladly perform a medicine check for you if you wish.
No, hold on. I don't think you need to do that.
It's like a reverse cleric. Which I guess would just be a necromancer, but
this kobold is pretty decently sized. You're not going to be able to fit him and the other Neo Bandit in your car.
Got a 16 on my medicine check.
He is stabilized.
Okay.
so we can only take one.
Well, you have 2 vehicles.
I was gonna say there's a bike and he can be bitch, right?
I don't think you want to trust him holding on to you.
So
I can
I'm
put him in
gonna cuff
the
him.
passenger
No.
seat.
I got this.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna cuff him with his hands around my waist.
All right.
So he holds on to me and we'll drive him back to the precinct.
Like a 90s sweatshirt.
Yep. Yep.
The only flannel colored kobold. I guess it would be plaid, not flannel.
Right. So you head back to the precinct. Whitney, obviously, Alara's going to have to follow Glitchard's lead here. It takes a little bit longer than like you feel like it should to get there, but eventually you get there. You get back there.
I'm a man of action, not directions.
You, as soon as you recognize the precinct, because it's recognizable, you will head into the parking garage to bring this half dead perp in through the proper entrance.
I'll follow Alara's lead this time.
Okay. You guys come in the proper way, and you will enter right by Bookham.
I need to let her look good on her first day.
Right. So she'll go in first then with her half dead perp.
Absolutely.
Okay.
But mine's more important.
I'll throw him over. Can I throw him over my shoulder?
Yeah. Like a something soldier? Sure.
Carry him in.
So you march him in, and instantly, Bookham is like, please don't do what he does and bring everyone in. What did this one do?
Attempted to assault 2 officers.
All right, I guess that's one. And then Glitchard will enter, yes, with his kobold biker.
Gallantly. Door open, marching out in front again. Chin up high.
What's this? Another hot dog vendor with no license?
No, this is the leader of the rockets. The rocket team.
This
Team
is
Rocket.
the leader of all of the rockets.
Well, I mean, it was implied.
Alara's done a little bit of homework on her trip here, and she knows that the rockets are really like that division of the Neo Bandits is rather large, and there's no way in fuck this kobold biker is the leader of all of them. Does she say anything, or does she keep that knowledge to herself?
I imagine that she'll have to be cleaning up quite a bit of Glitchard's messes now that she's his partner.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll do we have a name for her besides Bookham? Grinny had dumbed it Emily in the
Emily?
Yeah,
Yeah.
so like book M.
M.
Yeah, sure, Emily.
Okay, cool. So
Emily Booker.
Emily Booker.
I love it. I need freaking art of Emily Booker right now.
All right. So Doc Zippy can get on that one, or Doc Zip can get on that one.
Ooh, we have an
Uh,
artist.
We have an artist.
Ooh.
So Doc Zippy's my other little brother.
Oh,
Yeah.
Aw.
Yeah.
Hello, small Azurite.
So Alara will walk up and introduce herself. Hello, I am Alara, the newest member. What is your name?
Form 278B, Section 8-R. And she slides a form over the desk.
So I look down at the form, I look up at her, and I see. Thank you. I will be sure to take care of his.
Mm-hmm.
And I just grab it and go.
And you, she looks at Glitchard. You know the deal. She just drops a fat stack of paperwork in front of you. Don't think I didn't see that car on the way in. Then she drops another stack on top of that stack.
I mean, there's got to be a way to expedite this,
And
right?
give this to your friend. And it's a smaller packet. That bike's going into impound.
Understood. I will leave you with this nefarious man.
So she will drag. She's pretty burly. She doesn't look like it, but she's got some strength behind her. She just grabs each one by one of their limbs and drags them into a separate holding cell next to the donut thief, the donut peddler earlier that was stuffed in there. It still hasn't been taken anywhere. And Glitchard will deliver the best pun of the whole night. To close out the episode.
Yeah. Show's over for you, punk.
And so it was. No, that's it. No, there's no do-overs. That was it. You wasted it on that, and you have to live with it.
Banana hammock.
So we put two guys in bars.
Well, he put two behind bars. You put one.
Glitchard 2, Laura 1.
So there's from the gang specifically. There's the kobold, and then what is the other one? Do we have? It's the
lower kobold.
A Neo Bandit.
Did they have a race or
a human type guy?
He's a human.
Human. Oh, okay.
Did that ruin your joke?
No. I guess birds of a feather flock together.
But neither one of them are birds.
And
I know.
Scene.
And scene.
I was picturing a bird
God
person.
damn it!
This is your last ride.
Yeah, I just like putting you on the spot.
No, this is fantastic. I totally understand.
And we will have some sweet outro synth wavy music. I'm just gonna hit fucking random and we'll see what happens here while we talk. That's it. Thanks for being here for the first episode, everyone.
Thanks, guys.
I promise that I'll progress as a DM, and
everyone tell Rob how awesome he did.
Don't do
Yes,
that.
kudos to Robert for his first time DMing, and we put him on camera and made him run the show.
Fuck you guys. You guys are
Kudos
supposed to be my
Robert first.
friends.
I mean, happy birthday at least.
Oh, I didn't send you a happy birthday? Thought I did. Did I not?
What?
I'm the
No,
worst
to
friend
me?
ever. Yeah.
No, I was talking about like it's your birthday and I forgot it.
Oh. Right. I didn't forget your birthday. Fuck you.
No, it's time to blow this candle out.
Whoa.
Chat, please help me with puns.
We will
I
be
need
back.
more one-liners.
We will be back again every Tuesday. But next week, hopefully, if the stars align, we still have to confirm this, but we will already have a fucking guest.
Ooh. And
I
do we need to spoil who the guest is? No, we shouldn't spoil it yet, but because
Yeah,
we don't
not
know
until
if
it's
they
confirmed. Yeah. But yeah,
But-
that's it. If you guys enjoyed it, please leave us a follow, and we're going to be doing some. I'll do another event for the next time, and you can set little reminders on the events, and it reminds you when we're going live. It's great. It's fantastic. And please, oh please, hold on. Retroverse. Please, oh please, check out the Retroverse and support those wonderful bastards any way you possibly can, because they're fantastic. Their Kickstarter is already over 400% funded, nearing the 500% funded mark. So,
Yeah, but they do have a lot of extra bells and whistles coming out as those stretch goals, which is fantastic. Yeah, I think I'm trying to quickly look up the next one coming up, and I'm failing. Oh dear God, why? Why did I do this?
Isn't it a
myself?
secret? It's a secret.
Is the next one a secret?
I think so.
Well, fuck me, it's a secret.
Well, anyways, thanks for hanging out, everyone, and we will catch you all
Thanks, guys.
next Tuesday. Patrick, where can they find you?
You can find me, as always, on my Twitter, The Goddamn DM, where I will fill your day with D&D jokes. Or if you want to hear this lovely voice not talk in this lovely voice, you can catch me on the Almost Heroic podcast with these two guys. But I'm the one in charge, and I'm the one that has power. And I don't have to make any stupid puns.
Whitney, where can they find you?
You can check me out on Twitter under Barbarian Maiden. You can find me on Instagram under the Blue-Haired Barbarian. Again, I normally smash things a lot. You can also check me out on Almost Heroic as, you guessed it, a barbarian.
A blue barbarian.
I'm gray.
She's gray.
But the blue, then right.
And my name's Rob, and I do things too. You can check me out on Bites and Brews, and also here and almost on Almost Heroic and everywhere else that things are. Okay, bye. Love you all.